let's learn the G scale on the second string. So we're starting on the third note of the G scale. Do, re, mi, which is a B note, open. So there's a lot of different ways to play scales. You can play them going across the strings in a position, or you can play them melodic style. And another way to play them that's really handy, especially for bluegrass, is playing them up and down one string. This allows you to add rolls to them very easily, and it's just a practical way to approach scales. So you can improvise with this, and you can create melodies and arrange melodies with this. So let's get started. All right, the first roll we're going to use is the forward roll. To review that roll, it's thumb on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the fifth, index on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the fifth, index second, and middle first. So with the left hand, we're going to be keeping this very simple. We're going to be mostly using middle finger to guide around. We're not using any fancy finger patterns for this. The first note I use my index because that's the first fret, so that just always works the best for me. And then I'm going to jump to my middle finger for the second note, or the third scale note. So what we're doing is placing 3 scale notes per measure. So per 8-note roll, you're going to have 3 of these scale notes we're planting in there. It's going to sound something like this. It's a little tricky because of where these notes are landing in the roll. You have one and an off beat. It's just very syncopated, but that's why it sounds really cool. You just want to do it really, really slow. Where these notes are being placed in the roll is very important. So it's going to be on the first note, the fourth note, and on the 7th note. So the first thumb and both of the indexes are your melody notes. So we're going to go up this exercise and explain it in little blocks. So the first one, we're starting on open, and we go first fret, third fret. That's your first one. Now we move with our middle. We're going 5, 7, and 8. And then we're going 10, 12, and 13. Then 15, 17, 19, and 20. So here's the whole thing. I'm going to do it very slow for you. So once you get that, go up and down the neck with it, but then just improvise. This is really fun to just explore the neck. You can do different patterns, leapfrogging patterns, just creating melodies. So here's some examples. next roll we're going to use is the Foggy Mountain roll. That's index on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the second, middle on the first, thumb on the fifth, index on the second, middle on the first, and thumb on the fifth. So the way this works is we're going to take one half of the roll will contain one melody note, and the second half of the roll will contain the next melody note. So it's 2 melody notes per roll, per measure. It's going to sound like this. So starting from the beginning, we've got the first 4 notes. It's open, and we're going second string, first fret. Then we've got 3rd fret, 2nd string. Move up to 5th fret, 2nd string. 7th fret. 8th. 10th. 12th. 13th. 15th. 17th, 19th, and 20. So I just broke that down to where you could see how I was placing it in the different halves of the roll. So I'm just going to improvise around with this so you can just kind of hear what it sounds like when you're just exploring the fingerboard. Anyway, it's really fun to do, so play it very slow and just have fun with it. Just explore the fingerboard and try different rolls. These are just a couple, so there's all sorts of different rolls you can try with these. So have fun.